Charles Davis is all right.
Still got me all season, all is the same.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, the last active player remaining for the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that change around.
They straight the ground on the ground.
Just ain't the late nigga over there.
And he takes us up to the 30-yard line before the being called. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. When you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
They stick to the ground after the first down. Give him 9 carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go after the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you established really nice
no way.
And now you're seeing the field really well.
A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are on first here on the road in Tampa. Gonzalez is good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game.
Offensive line, right?
And one team gets an advantage, other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham, flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now they're running up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he brings the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
On its slant, he's got Sanders. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run for the first time to Johnson. And he's going to hit him the first down yardage as he's just at about the 30-yard line. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. The Buccaneers hit a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your first back, you have to take that time and run.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Cunningham. And this is a chance for a big play later, but he cannot secure it. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And his first clear's going to go incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trade in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
What the hell? I threw the wrong guy.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
That's Coos punt. Yeah, punt.
Back onto the field, the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had a touchdown on their first drive. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights on in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something with that.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start starting his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
3.5 to go, 1st quarter. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The defense is okay with that. The first quarter's going to get some catches, but they've got to turn.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put your offense.
They put it 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Sanders. And that'll be a return of 12 for a very nice punt. And the Bucs will get together on the offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set a shot here for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had a week off last week. This is really a team that should be a team that's going forward.
His overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams on defense, and they blitz more in the beginning to get them going with it. Offense, and they go more everything to get them out of that record at the beginning.
And they'll get it down to 47 here. The first down carry here for Johnson. Benjamin St. Jude there on the step. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The Cowboys play called by Seasoninzzzz. A busy first quarter. His first catch of the afternoon is a first down. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And nowhere. That defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Cunningham to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down. You talk about this Lions defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Cunningham looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Cunningham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The pickup goes for 13. It sets him up first and goal.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up first and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a first and goal. In motion, Hill. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. And Detroit getting set to go now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's a tough nigga.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
There's a fumble.
Incomplete. Oh, took a shot.
Who is he throwing to?
And it's going to bring up a third down.
Like it marched to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock without a completion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a hand. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now Cunningham. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. It's
Waller.
Shot couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute.
Bumps.
That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a slant.
Yes, Tyreek.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself. or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They try the left side with Johnson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They pitch it out to Johnson.
Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Cunningham being chased out left. And bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
They give to Johnson going right. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and keeping himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, the option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Rig alert, rig alert. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is out of bounds here.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. It's a quarterback sneak. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Hey,
Now they send a man in motion right. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1.
Probably. Jesus Christ, you wouldn't throw it.
On 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand.
Give up the rock.
Design QB run in that spot. Maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a
What
bit.
are you doing, man?
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop any of those. 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And Sanders now to return. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. He'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
No!
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going? You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. They only get 2
come on.
there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise I knew it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. He's going to lose yardage here. And they're going to speed things up here.
Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Cunningham. And he'll look down for Waller.
Let's go.
And he's caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Come on, Waller.
43 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Run.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Right now, the
hit
start
that,
of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Cunningham. Out to the flat for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here we go with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. Game. That wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took them all the way to the house. But boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Oh, my God.
Third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there at the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Down to the 42, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go to Johnson again. Try! And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 8. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Buccaneers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Rodgers going to throw. Trying for Brown. It's intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know this is his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Hill. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. Steps away. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A play fake, now Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Cunningham from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Eluding the pressure right.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They complete it to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Stop you, right?
He's
not
up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
Digging ass.
They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
In motion right is Watkins. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. That's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, here's Cunningham. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion right, Watkins. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Koo just hit the field goal, now he kicks off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Another shot now for this Lions offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Yes. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Rodgers. This is caught. It's Brown. Few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Going deep here for Parker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't roll out the pocket.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Cunningham looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this.
Oh, where's the roughing the passer there?
Close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Now be caught by Hill. Touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, John, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong 2nd half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half.
Nigga scared me.
In the second, and come out and take the fight to our...
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.